and we're gonna go over to one side. Now notice, as I turn over, whatever side that I'm going over, notice that knee hits that mat right away. Now the reason why we do that is when I bump out and I start turning or kind of pushing away, what I'm doing is I'm pushing up, and then as I turn, I'm actually bringing the weight over my head for the roll here. Okay, so one more time. I'm here, I bump up, I start turning, and I bring that knee down so I can get a nice roll over. If I don't bring my knee down, guys, notice my body's kind of fighting itself as I'm trying to come over, and this is my range for the roll here. So as I bump here, I want to turn, drop that knee, and I'm going to come all the way over. And then as I roll, I'm going to use the elbow on that side to help lift. So one more time here. We're going to bump, we're going to lock, we're going to drop that knee over to one side. As we turn over, we're going to come over our heads here. Use this elbow, and we're going to come up all the way. And hopefully we land in guard. All right, any questions, guys? Let me know if you guys aren't getting it. Go ahead and leave me comments. We'll do it one more time. So again, we're here. We're gonna do a quick bump here. Now notice, very quick jerk. We want to catch our opponent off guard. So it's a quick bump where if they're on top, basically what they're gonna be doing is they're gonna be doing this. Now, it's okay if they come up to their toes. That's natural instinct that somebody's gonna go on their toes. That's why when we do this, that quick bump, we're gonna quick bump and turn right away and bring them over, because we don't want them here for too long, because then they're going to balance out, and then they're going to start smashing down back in, and they're going to bring themselves back down. You know, yeah, so if you're bumping and you're trying to bring them up here, then it's definitely going to be a little harder. You don't want to bring them up. You want to actually keep them here. So it's going to be a lot easier to bump here than to bump and bring them here, guys. So don't try to lift them here at this point. That's what the turn is. All I want really is to be able to bump and straighten out my arm, because even if I can't get them off of me, I can at least bring them closer to my legs. So my legs are doing the work as well. So when I roll over here, notice then I can bring them over a lot easier. So if I'm here and I do the bump, I'm just going to push them off onto my hips here, or my thigh area here. I don't really need to lift them. I'm not trying to lift them. I mean, if you can, that's great. But if I bump, I just want to straighten out my arms. Notice, it's just straighten out my arms. That way, when I drop my leg and I start coming here, this is where their weight's going to be lighter. As I turn over, and then I'm going to end up in either in guard, or if I'm smart, I can just come off the side. So obviously, it's going to vary with your opponent. So if you have a heavier guy, you know, one of the other things I can do is when I bump, I can just turn and push them away here. I don't really have to lift them up over my head this way. I mean, it's better, but if all I can do is here, then at least I get them off of me here, and I can turn and come back into position. All right, cool. Any other questions, guys? Let me know. Yes, there is actually. Yeah, so if we're the ones on mount and and somebody's trying to bump us, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna hook our legs into their legs here, and that's gonna hopefully keep us on and not throw us off. All right, so let's keep going, guys. Any more questions? All right, so that's a bump. So quick jolt, quick bump, that's a bump. So now, when we bridge, that is a different story. So we can bridge hard, or we can bridge, we can bridge slow, or we can bridge fast. Now, when I tell you guys, bridge hard, that means that I want you guys to come up as high as you can. That's a hard bridge. Otherwise, we can do a slow bridge and maintain position. And basically what we're doing is, so I'm the opponent and this is me right now. So when we bridge up, we want to keep the opponent kind of high up this way here. And we can hold that bridge. So from here, so this is a bump, quick little jolt. A bridge is a full-on extension here. Okay, that's a full bridge. Now, some people like to bridge on their head here. And notice I get all the way to the back of my head and I go onto a shoulder. Either side, doesn't matter, just depends on what you're doing. A nice bridge here. The reason for that bridge is we want to really take our opponent and we want to make them come down to the mat. So the bump, we're not trying to bring them down to our chest. So we're not trying to do this. Dummy's falling apart. So here, with the bump, we don't need our opponents to go down. But with a bridge, we want to bridge hard so our opponent comes down flat on top of us here. Because from here, we can actually grab and we can tie the leg up, and then we can do a reversal here that brings them all the way over, and we can get either in guard, or if I'm good enough, I can maybe only get into half guard here, okay? So that's the difference between the bump and the bridge. So remember, the full bridge is here, all the way up, and as far as I can. Now, we can do a no regular bridge, which is here. Obviously, you see, I'm just bridged. A hard bridge, so when I tell you go hard bridge, then we're doing a really hard type bridge coming up onto our shoulder and our head as well. Now, the difference between when we need to do a hard bridge or just a regular bridge is just depending on your opponent and how well they're balancing and how well they're able to maintain control while they're on a mount. So if I come up for my bridge, I can come up, and if that's enough for my opponent to come down, then that's all I really need. But if I'm seeing that I'm coming up, maybe my opponent has long legs and they're not, they're not coming down, then we're gonna come back and then we're gonna go what's called a hard bridge, really hard, because then that's gonna be able to eliminate whatever gap or posture they have, so that we can then keep bumping up and bring them down into our position here. Everybody understand? Cool? All right, cool. All right, so now we're gonna do a couple of drills. Now, there's one drill that I like to do. It's a little difficult, but it's very, very, very good. And it's kind of one of my favorite techniques when I do a hard bridge, guys. It's actually something that I like to do. I like to do a lot. And it's a drill that I like to practice even just on my own, even when I'm not teaching class. It's a really good technique. And it does require a little bit of balance and a little bit of core. So if you can't do it right now, it's okay. You can practice, and then hopefully you'll be able to do it. Now, what this does is it helps you start understanding leverage and how you can manage, people's weight. And what I like it for as well is when I have butterfly guard. This is where this technique really comes into play. So it does help for two reasons. One, right now, it's going to help us with the bridge and coming over, and then also it's going to help us when we start doing butterfly guard and we start doing our reverses from butterfly guard. So from here, again, I want to bring my legs nice and tight. If I have them out, guys, it's not really going to work. There's not a lot of bridge you can do with my legs being too far away from me. So I want to come in close, and I want to come in this way here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what's called a hard bridge, and I'm going to roll to my side. So I'm going to get on my shoulder. I'm going to get completely flat on my shoulder, and then I'm going to get on the side of my head here. Now, as I do that, I'm going to extend the opposite leg of the direction I'm going. So if I'm going to go to my right, it's my leg or my left leg that I'm going to extend out. So as I come up hard, I'm going to extend this leg over, and I'm going to bring it all the way down and into position here. As you can see, for me, it's also not as easy. I haven't been doing it in a while. But that drill and that technique is really useful because it's gonna give you the mechanics to turn the whole body over and not be lazy. And that's one of the biggest things in jiu-jitsu. Remember, we don't want to be lazy in jiu-jitsu. We want to be able to do full mechanics all the way through. So one more time. Now I'm gonna try to do it slow, guys. I'm sorry if I can't do it super slow. So I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna do a hard bridge, and as I do a hard bridge, I'm gonna get to my side here and on my shoulder. Notice my foot pivots here as I turn over and I bring that leg up. I'm just gonna posture here real quick. I'm gonna bring that leg up over as I come over, touch, and then back into fetal position here. One more time. So from here, I'm going to do a hard bridge. And remember, I'm not just going to do a hard bridge and then go. If I'm going to do this roll, I'm going to do it from the beginning. So hard bridge to the side, turn that leg over, use this knee for posture if you need to. Come all the way, touch, and then back into fetal position here. One more time, guys, one more time. So from here, I'm going to hard bridge to my side already. I'm going to turn over. See this leg's going to turn over. I can use this knee for balance. I'm going to come all the way through, all the way, point that toe out. Notice how it's still extended as it's coming around. As I touch, I bring it in and all the way back into fetal position here. Now that, say that I have my opponent here, and I'm able to do a nice bump and come out, I can turn all the way over and then bring them down into position here. Any questions on that, guys? Yeah, it's tough. You just got to practice it and get kind of used to it. Otherwise, it is going to be a little tough, guys. But believe me, the more practice you do, and again, if you're doing it slow, it's going to be a little tougher because maintaining balance going slow is tough. But if we do it fast, it's here. And all the way over. And that's essentially how it needs to be done. It needs to be done fast. The slow obviously is going to be a little harder. But if you do it fast, you're able to just use the momentum of your leg coming over to give you that spin, and it's going to be a little easier to balance out. Yeah, so basically for butterfly, so if I have butterfly here, when I lift here, that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually hooking the leg here. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm hooking the leg here. So as I turn over, I can go it all the way to end up in mount position. So yeah, so in butterfly, this actually is a much easier technique in butterfly because you actually have your opponent's control. But to do it right now, just for right now, it is a little difficult. Like I said, if you go fast, one more time here, I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna go fast. And over into position here. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? All right, Katrina, what's your question? Katrina, right? Katrina Hill, yeah.
Can I use the audio?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I just did that with my boyfriend, and I basically just flipped around and got in, and he got my back. So,
well,
what did I do?
Yeah, remember, practice makes perfect. So this is the first time you're doing it. Obviously, with somebody bigger than you, if he's a lot bigger than you, this wouldn't be something that you would go for. You would go for the bump and then push away. If somebody's much bigger than you would actually go for the bump here instead, and then bring that knee in to maybe bring them into your butterflies, and then you can do the reversal that way. But if you're trying to do it with a heavy guy that's taller than you and heavier than you, it's not going to really work for you. So it wouldn't be a technique that I would do with somebody who was heavier and taller than you. So like I said, it just depends on the situation of the opponent. If there was a bigger guy, I would definitely just go for the bump here, bring him onto your thigh here, and then turn this way here, and then slide out to get into either his guard or maybe past his guard as you're turning around. Does that make sense? All right, sweet. All right, any other questions, guys? All right, I'm gonna take roll, guys. I'm gonna take a picture or a snapshot of everybody that's here today or right now. Don't go away. Let me just take that picture. All right, so I kind of wanted just to do a test run today, guys. I think we did pretty good today. I just want to test the video. I wanted to test to see if everybody's able to do it correctly, was able to see me correctly. So I'm gonna call it a day. It's already about 10:30, so this is about where we would be breaking anyways, or maybe 11. But for today, our first session, I think it went really well. What do you guys think? Cool? Let me know, guys. Let me know. All right, nice, cool, guys. I appreciate you guys. Again, guys, I really appreciate you guys sticking with it and coming up this morning. I know it's a little hard right now with everything going on, but I think stuff like this really helps us, kind of get our minds off of things and be able to just kind of let go a little bit. Next week, guys, we'll do a nice full session. I'm gonna have a couple videos up for you guys to be able to see. And then not only that, but I'm gonna record the session and I'll put it up. Now, there will be homework. Basically, the homework is gonna be just you guys giving me a recap of what you guys saw. So I know that you guys aren't just turning me on and then like walking away and not seeing anything. That homework is gonna be due before I put the video up. So the homework on Saturdays, I'm gonna have the homework due on Monday or Tuesday. I'll put the video for the class on Wednesday, so that way I know people who did see it, was able to see it, and then you can review the class on Wednesday all the way up to the next class on Saturday. And then that's how we're gonna go, and that way I know that you guys know what I was talking about, and it also gives me a point of where I can evaluate, because I need to still evaluate everybody here. So thank you very much, guys. If there's any questions, go ahead and ask them now. If not, then we'll end the session and we'll give it a thumbs up. Go ahead, Yvette.
So the homework assignments are due on Mondays?
They'll be due on Tuesday. So I'll send them out on Sunday. You'll have till Tuesday.
Through Canvas?
Right, through Canvas. Would you like to, for the self-defense people, to do homework? So the self-defense people, if you're in here, you're only responsible to do the homework for your class. So anybody that wants to join any other session, guys, like, so if you guys here want to do or can make the kickboxing live stream, you're more than welcome to do it. It's on Tuesday, Thursday from I'm going to be up at 5:15, and then class is going to start at 5:30, and we'll go all the way to 6:15, something like that. And then if you want to do those self-defense class as well, you can also do that. That's going to start at, the live stream is going to start at 6:40, and then class is going to start at 6:45. So, and then you can join that as well. But you're only responsible to do the homework for your own class. You don't have, if you're going to join any other class, don't worry about it. You just have to do the one for your particular class. Everybody cool?
Yeah, and then how much are we, what are the responses like? Like, how much are we writing? Like a paragraph, a couple sentences?
Just a quick paragraph, just kind of show like that you guys, like right now, if you were to review this, you would say, well, we did some stretches, we learned the bump, and we learned the high bridge. And then that's, I know that you guys know that you guys were in class. I mean, there's really no other way for me to say or to tell whether you guys are there. Not only that, guys, but that gives you an opportunity to then go ahead and with your submission, say, you know, I didn't understand this. Maybe you can go over it a little bit, and then give me some feedback as to, you know, if you guys understood something or if you guys didn't understand something, and then I can go over it the next time we meet, and then that way we can kind of help anybody who maybe isn't understanding correctly, and then we can just go over things and keep moving forward with the class. So it's not going to be anything big. Remember, guys, any homework I give you is homework that I have to read as well. And I'm pretty busy at work right now. That's why the late responses on everything. And I apologize, guys, but it's been really, really busy helping all the instructors and everybody else get the remote access and situated with their online classes. So I've just been really busy. I've been working a whole lot. So I apologize, guys, but I'll be a lot better. It's kind of calming down now that we are full effect in online classes. So I have more time now to really devote into my instructions for you guys. So like I said, I apologize, but it's going to be better. And like I said, it's just a quick paragraph and that's it, guys. It's not going to be like a essay or anything like that. So any questions? If not, then we'll end the live stream. And yeah, you guys have a great day. Let me know if you have questions. No? Cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. And again, I appreciate you guys being here. And I'll do my best to bring you, quality stuff. And we'll just keep going forward, guys. So thank you so much. I'm going to end the live stream. And you guys have a great day.